This video will list the top 5 ground PvP generals available to free-to-play players as of February 2023. As this is the free-to-play list, it will only include generals that are accessible to players regardless of spending. If you do decide to do some spending, I highly suggest you check out the Amazon App Store video. This is a sponsored video, but it doesn't mean the offer isn't fantastic. Using Amazon App Store will save you up to 20% on your purchases, and it's really easy to set up. On occasion, there are also promotional events that can reach even higher discounts. There's currently a promotion for players in the United States and France, so definitely check those out if you play from those regions. The link to the Amazon App Store video and more will be provided in the video description. Now back to the top 5 PvP ground general list for free-to-play players. The considerations made for the selection of these generals are ground attack, ground defense, ground HP, march size, and in some cases, unique attributes such as debuffs are also considered. Since this video is focused on the usage of these generals as the primary, it will consider general ascension and specialty. One obvious observation in making this list is that the true free-to-play ground generals are extremely limited. Most of the other troop types have a few generals that are decent choices as free-to-play variants for attacking. The ground general list is really lacking in that regard. Even the top pick here would barely make the top 10 list. If you are a free-to-play player looking for where to focus your energies in obtaining a premium general, I'd do it here. There are really many good ground generals that can be obtained through grinding consumption events, and the other troop types have several options for free-to-play. Number 5. Oda Nobunaga. Oda's skill increases ground attack by 35%. This skill is active both offensively and defensively. Oda isn't bad, but he's also not good. He comes 16th in attack, 18th in defense, and 15th in HP. Not impressive at all. Due to his primary skill, Oda can't use a ground attack skill book. His specialty does provide a 10% reduction to enemy troop defense, but with such poor overall buffs when fully maximized, he's not a general you should waste runestone chests or Blood of Ares on. There are so many better options out there. Alexander Nevsky, who didn't make this list due to slightly worse buffs, is likely superior in many cases by bringing some debuffs to the battle, but neither is really a good option in the grand scheme. Oda Nobunaga is available in the tavern. Number 4. Uefae. Uefae's skill increases ground troop attack by 25% and ground HP by 10% when used offensively. Faye places 12th in attack, 15th in defense, and 17th in HP. Like Oda Nobunaga, he does the job, but not well enough. So much of his buffs are intermixed between ground and mounted, which isn't something that is really done in this game, so a lot of his potential is lost due to poor general design. He will obtain a 20% mounted attack debuff, and he has a 10% troop death to wounded perk, but that's not a good enough reason to invest in this general. Again, pick something else. Uefae is available in the tavern. Number 3. Peter the Great. Peter the Great's skill increases ground HP by 35%. This skill is active both offensively and defensively. Peter the Great is slightly better than the previous two, but only slightly. He's 17th in attack, 13th in defense, and 13th in HP. Specialty and Ascension will unlock troop death into wounded and an increase to the troop death into souls. While his buffs are slightly better than the previous two, not being able to use an HP skill book is a downside to this general. Peter the Great is available in the tavern. Number 2. Robert the Bruce. Robert the Bruce's skill provides 15% ground attack and 25% HP. This skill is active offensively and defensively. Robert places 14th in attack, 18th in defense, and 11th in HP. He does have a slightly higher march size than the previous 3 generals when maximized, along with troop death into wounded. The biggest glaring issue with Robert the Bruce is that his 4th specialty is centered around in-city buffs, making him okay for use as reinforcement, but severely limits his potential as an attacker. However, if you are just looking for a budget general with the versatility of reinforcing, you should consider the number 1 pick instead. On the flip side, some people might want to utilize Robert the Bruce as a budget assistant wall general. He performs this task decently well. Robert the Bruce is available in the tavern. Number 1. Trajan. Trajan's skill increases ground attack and defense by 15% and ground HP by 25%. This skill is active offensively and defensively. Finally, we get to a general that isn't completely awful, but he still can't hold up against premium generals. Trajan has the versatility option, enabling him to be both an attacker and a reinforcer. Fully maximized, Trajan places 13th in attack, 9th in defense, and 6th in HP. His buffs are far superior to the other 4 options, and he has an above average march size of 32%. Trajan is undoubtedly the best pure free-to-play option out there for ground generals. My only gripe here is that the best free-to-play option for other troop types sits around the 5th overall position, while Trajan places only around 10th overall. If you're not able to obtain and maximize one of the more easily obtainable premium generals through events, Trajan is perfectly fine for the job. Still, I'm hoping that one of the current premium generals in the top 10, such as Scipio, is soon moved to the Tavern to provide something with a bit more firepower to free-to-play players. Trajan is available in the Tavern. Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting the channel. If you liked what you saw, please consider hitting the like button and checking out other videos on the Miser's Guide to Evony. I'll see you in the next video.